This is not a drill. The CDC, the WHO, hospitals, they're all tracking a biological curveball. We are facing the H3N2 Influenza A SUBCLADE K. The data shows this is not your standard winter flu. The infection rates are shooting up. The emergency rooms are filling. The stories you hear, the hit by a truck feeling, the exhaustion that lasts for weeks, they are all too real. This is the 2025 influenza variant, and it's actively exploiting a blind spot in our population's immunity. But why is it hitting so hard? What is happening inside your body at a cellular level to cause this specific, brutal cascade of symptoms? And what is the actual scientific protocol you must follow, beyond chicken soup, to protect yourself and your family this season? Welcome to Health Inside, Anatomy and Science. Today, we are dissecting the enemy. We will map the precise hour-by-hour viral attack of the H3N2 K variant, decode the cytokine storm that defines its severity, and give you the actionable science-backed defense plan you need right now. This is not about fear. This is about biological intelligence. Part 1. The Adversary, Deconstructing H3N2 SUBCLADE K. To understand the battle, you must know the enemy. H3N2 is a subtype of influenza A. It is named for its two surface proteins, hemagglutinin H3 and neuraminidase N2. These are the virus's lock and key. SUBCLADE K represents a significant genetic drift, a mutation primarily in the hemagglutinin protein. This changes the shape of the viral lock. Think of your immune system's antibodies as keys shaped by past infections or vaccines. When the virus changes its lock, the old keys don't fit perfectly. This phenomenon, antigenic drift, is why the virus is spreading so efficiently now. Initial epidemiological data suggests SUBCLADE K's mutations may allow it to bind more effectively to human upper respiratory tract cells, leading to rapid, high-volume viral replication from the moment of infection. This is the first domino to fall. Part 2. The 96-hour hostile takeover, a symptom-by-symptom breakdown. The timeline is aggressive and predictable. Let's trace the viral invasion from a single breath to systemic collapse. Hour 0 to 24, stealth incubation and landing. You inhale a respiratory droplet containing the virus. Its mutated H3 protein efficiently binds to sialic acid receptors on cells in your nasal passages and throat. The virus is engulfed, hijacks the cell's machinery, and begins producing thousands of copies of itself. Hour 24 to 48, the cytokine siren, fever and aches. The newly replicated viruses burst out, destroying the host cell and infecting neighbors. The carnage triggers your innate immune system. Cells release a flood of pro-inflammatory signaling proteins called cytokines, specifically interleukin-1, IL-1, interleukin-6, IL-6, and tumor necrosis factor alpha, TNF-alpha. This is the cytokine signal. The high fever. IL-1 travels to the hypothalamus in your brain, your body's thermostat. It resets the temperature set point upward, causing fever and chills, an attempt to create a less hospitable environment for viral replication. The hit by a truck aches. TNF-alpha and other cytokines cause inflammation in muscle tissue, myositis, and joints, leading to severe pain and weakness. This is not just feeling sore, it's widespread tissue inflammation. Hour 48 to 72, systemic warfare, fatigue, GI distress, and cough. Profound fatigue. The cytokine storm communicates with your brain to induce sickness behavior. Your body is diverting all energy, glucose, amino acids, to fuel the immune war. This is an evolved response to force rest, but it feels like a total energy shutdown. Gastrointestinal onslaught. H3N2 has a noted affinity for causing GI symptoms. The inflammatory response can disrupt the enteric nervous system, the second brain, leading to nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. This is especially pronounced in children. Persistent dry cough. The virus damages the ciliated epithelial cells lining your airways. These are the tiny hair-like structures that sweep mucus and debris out. This damage exposes nerve endings and creates inflammation, triggering a persistent, often non-productive cough that can linger for weeks as the tissue slowly repairs. Hour 72 to 96, the crossroads, recovery or complication.
At this point, your adaptive immune system, B cells and T cells, should be kicking into high gear with targeted antibodies. For most, symptoms plateau and then slowly recede. For high-risk groups, this is the critical window where the virus or a secondary bacterial infection can invade the lungs, leading to pneumonia. Part 4. The long haul, the physiology of post-viral fatigue. This is the aspect that is defining the 2025 outbreak, the fatigue that persists for weeks. This is post-viral syndrome, and it has a clear biological basis. Mitochondrial dysfunction. The cytokine storm and the body's hypermetabolic state during illness can damage mitochondria, the power plants of your cells. This leads to a cellular energy deficit long after the virus is gone. Neuroinflammation. Inflammatory cytokines can cross the blood-brain barrier, causing low-grade inflammation in the brain, neuroinflammation, contributing to brain fog, poor concentration, and persistent exhaustion. Dysautonomia. The virus and the immune response can disrupt the autonomic nervous system, which controls heart rate, blood pressure, and energy allocation. This dysregulation can cause postural dizziness and exercise intolerance. Part 4. The 2025 Defense Protocol, your scientific action plan. Facing this specific viral profile requires an updated, aggressive protocol. 1. Prevention, the multi-layer strategy. Vaccination. Get the 2025-2026 flu shot. While it may not be a perfect match for SUBCLADE K, it provides crucial cross-reactive immunity. It primes your immune system's B cells and T cells to recognize parts of the virus that haven't changed, reducing the severity and duration of illness. It is your single best statistical defense against hospitalization. Respiratory etiquette and masks. In high transmission settings, a well-fitted N95 or K95 mask is a physical barrier to the virus-laden droplets. Air filtration. HEPA air purifiers can reduce airborne viral load in homes and offices. 2. Acute phase. The 48-hour rule is now a 24-hour mandate. Test at first symptom. With COVID-19 and RSV circulating, a rapid molecular flu test at a clinic is essential for diagnosis. Antivirals. Timing is everything. Prescription antivirals like oseltamivir, Tamiflu, and baloxavir, Xofluza, inhibit the neuraminidase N protein, preventing new viruses from escaping infected cells. Their effectiveness is inversely proportional to time. If you are in a high-risk group or have severe symptoms, starting antivirals within 24 to 48 hours of symptom onset is critical. Do not wait. Aggressive supportive care. Hydration with electrolytes. Fever and GI losses deplete sodium and potassium. Use oral rehydration solutions, not just water. Anti-inflammatories. Ibuprofen is often more effective than acetaminophen for this strain, as it directly inhibits the cyclooxygenase enzymes that produce prostaglandins, the final mediators of fever and pain in the cytokine cascade. Absolute rest. This is non-negotiable. Pushing through prolongs recovery and increases the risk of complications and long-term fatigue. Part 4. Recovery and rehabilitation. Gradual return. Do not jump back into full activity. Follow a graded exercise approach, listening closely to your body to avoid post-exertional symptom exacerbation. Nutrient support. Focus on a diet rich in protein for tissue repair, antioxidants to combat oxidative stress from inflammation, and B vitamins for mitochondrial support. Part 5. High-risk pathways, when the battle goes wrong. For high-risk groups, the primary viral attack is only the beginning. The real danger is secondary bacterial pneumonia. The influenza virus destroys the respiratory epithelium, stripping away the body's primary defense. This allows bacteria like Streptococcus pneumoniae or Staphylococcus aureus to invade the lung tissue, causing a severe, often late-onset infection. This is why a return of fever and worse cough is a major red flag. The virus can also trigger acute cardiac events, as the systemic inflammation destabilizes atherosclerotic plaques in coronary arteries. The 2025 H3N2 SUBCLADE K variant is a stark reminder that influenza is a master of evolution. It changes, adapts, and finds new ways to challenge our defenses. But by understanding its precise biological playbook, from its mutated surface protein to the cytokine storm it unleashes, we are not powerless.
We can vaccinate to prepare our defenses, act with speed when infected, and respect the profound physiological toll the fight takes on our bodies. This virus demands respect. Share this video to spread this critical biological intelligence. Give it a thumbs up if this deep dive gave you the knowledge to face this season with science, not just fear. Subscribe to Health Inside, Anatomy and Science, and hit the bell. We exist to give you the anatomical and scientific intelligence to navigate your health in a complex world. Stay vigilant, act swiftly, and support your immune system. It is fighting a war for you.